you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on another SEC rival, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
All right, not ideal. Right, not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone. Get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few first downs, get that first down right now.
This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. From the shotgun, they'll run it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Overton. Pulls it in, it's Jacobs. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. From the gun, running back on the move. There he goes. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
Might as well give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
The snap sets up to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Looking for a gap, it's Stewart. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking downfield, it's Overton. Tosses it incomplete. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. That's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Here he goes. Inside the touchdown Auburn. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Fighting off the defender. Picks up the first down, still moving. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll ride the hot hand. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. It's Overton. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
And this offense coming out slow, man. Kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. On target to the left. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give on the inside. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Pulls and fired complete. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most? Fires toward the end zone.
That is bull crap.
They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Back to throw, it's Knight. Touchdown Tigers! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Nailed it.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the tight end. They go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off! What a play by this defense!
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Might be changing the route. Looking to pass. It's Knight. Quickly to the tight end. Past the 30. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Running back searching for a hole. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Auburn lines up quickly.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Second down, he'll throw it. Skips away from pressure. Grabbed behind the line. It's Robinson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. With the catch, it's Simmons. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Texas Tech is getting crushed today, and this is in front of a full house in Lubbock. That fan base should not be subjected to this. They are trailing by 14 to NC State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he'll just get rid of that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The running back has it. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the...
That's bull crap.
And they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes
That is cheating, man. You only got one formation on defense.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Wants to throw. It's Knight. Caught over the middle. It's Simmons. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Motion from the wideout. To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set. 1st down. From the gun. Quickly complete. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for space. It's Robinson. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Auburn!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to
You definitely go on YouTube, huh?
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Overton. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. On the move, he fires.
That is fake.
And it's picked off.
And you know it's fake. He just beat him.
And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on first down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Under fire. Find some fresh air. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Auburn offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Dropping back, it's Knight. Got his man out of the backfield. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Might be calling a hot route. To the air on second down. Dumps it to the back. He's got it. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The give to the tailback. Past the 40. Open space at the 25. He's running free down the middle. They'll finally get him started.
There, go ahead, get cocky.
1-yard line. What a run there. Trying to power it in. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought